When people watch adult films, what they see on the screen is polished, edited, and often exaggerated. What they don't see are the small, invisible techniques that performers rely on to keep control, extend pleasure, and create the illusion of effortless passion. These secrets are rarely spoken about outside the industry, yet they hold immense value for anyone who wants to enhance their intimacy in real life. I remember my first months on set. I thought everything depended on physical strength, but I quickly learned that the real power lay in something more subtle: breathing, pacing, and touch. Without mastering these, scenes would end too quickly, energy would fizzle out, and the performance would fall flat. Rhythm was the next revelation. Many beginners believed that speed equals passion. In truth, passion is sustained by variation. Like music, intimacy becomes hypnotic when there are rises and falls, pauses and crescendos. On set, I had to consciously slow down, switch pace, and even take deliberate breaks. In real life, this principle works even better. By slowing the rhythm, you heighten anticipation. By changing tempo, you surprise the body and keep the energy alive. Breath feeds rhythm, rhythm feeds endurance, and endurance feeds pleasure. Practice breathing before intimacy. Sit together, inhale for 4 counts, exhale for 6. Sync your breaths. During intimacy, change rhythm often. Don't lock into one speed. Mix slow, teasing motions with faster bursts. If climax feels too close, pause. Focus on deep breathing until the intensity eases, then resume at a slower pace. In the industry, the cameras often focus on obvious actions. What the audience rarely sees are the moments of delicate touch that set the stage for everything else. I learned that without slow, intentional touch, the body rushes ahead, and the encounter feels mechanical. Touch is not just foreplay, it is the foundation. A hand tracing the spine, fingers grazing the neck, lips brushing against the skin. These are not fillers. They are accelerators. They wake up nerve endings, heighten awareness, and create an emotional build-up that makes climax far more intense. There was one shoot where the director told us, "Take your time, build it slowly." At first it felt unnatural. After all, cameras usually demand action. But as we focused on touch, the energy became electric. By the time the scene reached its climax, the chemistry felt real, even overwhelming. That day, I realized touch was not an accessory. It was the spark. Expand the definition of touch. Don't rush past the arms, back, neck, or legs. They hold immense sensitivity, alternate textures. Use fingertips, palms, lips, even breath against the skin. Variety deepens sensation. Stretch the timeline. Instead of racing through foreplay, dedicate time, sometimes longer than the act itself. From behind the scenes, I learned that breath and touch are not trivial. They are the backbone of lasting intimacy. They are the difference between rushing through and savoring every second, between a mechanical act and a living, breathing experience. In Part 2, we will explore 2 more secrets: the hidden role of communication and the artistry of rhythm changes that keep passion burning. These are lessons straight from the set, but crafted for real-life connection. When people think of adult films, they imagine noise, movement, and endless physicality. What few realize is that some of the most important work happens in silence, in the way 2 performers read each other's eyes, anticipate subtle cues, and adjust on the fly. This is the invisible dialogue, a form of communication that makes every scene believable and every connection magnetic. Off-camera, this lesson is even more powerful. Intimacy is not sustained by technique alone. It thrives on communication, both spoken and unspoken. Words guide, eyes reassure, and subtle shifts in body language tell you more than any script ever could. On set, there's no room for misunderstanding. A misplaced movement can ruin the flow, or worse, hurt a partner. That's why performers whisper cues, exchange glances, or use gentle touches as signals. Slow down. A little more pressure. Stay there. These aren't scripted lines, they're survival tools. In real life, communication is not just practical, it's passionate. Asking your partner what feels good isn't unromantic, it's intimate. Saying, "I love when you do that," or "Don't stop right there," can turn a simple moment into an explosion of confidence and desire. I recall a scene with a partner I had never worked with before. We didn't know each other's styles, so before the cameras rolled, we talked. We agreed on signals, 1 squeeze of the hand for slower, 2 for faster. During the scene, no one else noticed, but we communicated constantly. The result was electric, and the director later praised the natural chemistry. It wasn't magic, it was communication. Use words. Don't guess, ask. A simple, "Do you like this?" deepens trust. Use signals. Establish subtle cues, like a squeeze of the hand or a shift in breath. Be honest. If something feels uncomfortable, say it. Respect builds passion. If breath is the engine and communication the compass, then rhythm is the artistry. On set, doing the same motion over and over doesn't just look dull, it feels dull. The body adapts, the nerves grow numb, and the energy fades. Variation is the antidote. Changing speed, depth, or intensity reignites sensation. Just as a song moves from verse to chorus, intimacy comes alive through shifts. Too slow becomes hypnotic. Too fast becomes overwhelming. But weaving them together, that's where magic happens. There was a performance where the director wanted a long build-up. Instead of charging forward, I shifted between slow and fast, soft and firm. The audience only saw the passion growing, but inside it was all about rhythm. My partner whispered later, "That felt real, not just for the cameras." And she was right. Variation made it feel alive. Think like music. Alternate between verses, slow, steady, and choruses, fast, intense. Build anticipation. Slow down just before climax, then surge again. Use pauses. Stopping briefly can make the restart 10 times more powerful. Behind the bright lights and choreographed movements, the truth is simple. Communication and rhythm are the heartbeat of passion. They transform intimacy from routine into revelation, from performance into connection. In Part 3, we'll uncover the final secret: the lifestyle habits and energy rituals performers use to keep their bodies primed for pleasure. Here lies the foundation not just for one night of passion, but for a lifetime of it. Performers know that stamina begins with daily choices. Sleep, nutrition, exercise, these are the unseen foundations of pleasure. A tired body cannot sustain passion. A stressed mind cannot open to intimacy. That's why many actors treat their lives like athletes do. They train, they recover, they focus on balance. Some even adopt small rituals before a scene: deep breathing, meditation, or stretches to awaken blood flow. These aren't just routines, they're keys to unlocking focus and sensual energy. I once worked with a veteran actor who, before every shoot, would step aside for 5 minutes. He closed his eyes, inhaled deeply, exhaled slowly, and centered himself. When he returned, it was as if he carried a different aura, calm, steady, yet powerful. Later he told me, "This isn't just about the body, it's about channeling energy. If your mind is frantic, your body will follow. But if your mind is calm, your body can last." Prioritize rest. Passion thrives when the body is recharged. Eat for energy. Fresh fruits, vegetables, and hydration fuel performance more than heavy meals. Move daily, even 20 minutes of exercise keeps circulation alive. Practice mindfulness. A calm mind opens the door to stronger sensations. Create small rituals. Whether it's breathing, music, or stretching, prepare your energy before intimacy. The camera may capture passion in minutes, but the truth is that it's built through hours, days, even years of consistent care. Passion is not an accident, it is cultivated. And the performers who last the longest know this. The bedroom is an extension of life itself. Care for your body, honor your mind, and passion will follow. In our next exploration, we'll go beyond techniques and lifestyle. We'll reveal the hidden psychology of desire, why the brain is the most powerful organ in intimacy, and how to train it to amplify pleasure endlessly.